Hey y'all. Okay. So, yes, it's morning and I am clean. I've just showered. I do have a washer and dryer. So, yes, I did cuz I wanted consistency because I'm picking up from last night. Besides, anybody that's got a brain can see that it's daylight outside. Okay, so without further ado, are we rolling? Yes, we're rolling. Okay, so without further ado, just picking up where we left off last night. Our oxtails are still marinating. What I'm going to do right now is put together this beet and okra juice. I'm going to juice the okra and the beets. It's a technique that I've developed because juicing okra is not an easy thing, and it's hard to get the okra slime, if you will, out of the blender. So, wanting desperately to have the benefits of being able to drink the okra juice, what I do is I juice the beets and the okra intermittently, so that the juice, the okra, the beet juice pushes out the okra juice, and then I have the juice. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that, and then once I juice the okra and the beets, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it in the blender with the aloe, the fresh aloe leaf. I told myself, but I did not pull the things out of the fridge yet this morning, so I will be pulling them out as we go. I do have one aloe leaf that is from a plant that I've grown that I'm also going to add to this morning's concoction. And our time is dried. Anyway, we'll get to that. So, and the soursop. The soursop is frozen. Today, what I'm going to do, just stretching it because, it's not just for me, it's for everybody in the household. So, I'm going to add those beautiful blueberries and strawberries that you saw, I showed you. So, just bear with me, guys. All right. My favorite frying pan is ready to go for the oxtails. But we have the blender here. I don't know how much you can see. As you guys know, yesterday I really don't want to be fidgeting with that camera, having it full and everything. So I'm just gonna try to put the juicer on this side and put the blender whoa on the other side. Okay. Trust me, moving forward, once I really get this thing going, I will have the set all the way set up, and you guys won't have to go through this. So it'll be like TV, where we just move from one thing to another. All of the ingredients are in little dishes and stuff, and we just add as we go. All right. So now I'm going to put my cutting board right here. Got my okra right here, nice and clean in the sink. My beets, my strawberries, I'm going to put right here in the colander. I'm sorry, I forgot. I need to talk loud so that when I'm not by the camera, you can hear me. So, what I've done is, all the vegetables were already clean. So I'm going to separate the strawberries from the blueberries, and I'm going to chop the beets real quick, okay? So just hang out, talk amongst yourselves. All right, and later today, listen, guys. We all know, that, the marijuana industry is big and booming. It is really, really, really my desire to tap into that industry because happy 420, by the way. Because I'd really, really, really love to develop a line of gourmet edibles. And if we were further along with this process, then I probably would have been ready to do some experimenting. But God willing, give me life and time, I guarantee you by next 420, we're going to have some products put together. And because, for elderly people who could be, especially for elderly people who could benefit from the medicinal properties of certain cannabis. But these elderly people don't smoke. And for people who don't smoke but could benefit from the medicinal properties of the marijuana, then I would like, because I love to cook and I believe in and I believe in the medicinal properties of the marijuana plant. So I want to tap into that. Besides, the business is booming, moving forward. You know, we got to think progressively. So here, I have my pitcher ready to pour my juice in, the beet juice, as I go. I'm going to kind of keep it separate. I'm going to do the beet and the okra juice. I can gauge that. I have about 5 pounds of okra, and I have maybe, I would say, about 3 pounds of beet. So it's 5 nice medium-sized beets. You saw the beets. They're about this size. I have 5 of them and 5 pounds of okra. So what I'm going to do is keep that separate. And because today I'm incorporating the fresh strawberries and blueberries, I'm going to keep it separate just so I can gauge and know how much of what I'm putting in what. So the juice will be separate, and then I'll combine it as we go, probably keeping the okra and beet and wanabana. Actually, it's going to be the okra, aloe, beet, and wanabana. Keeping that separate and just adding the other things, the other fruits as we go along as needed. Yeah, because that's the base. The base of the juice are those 4 ingredients. Okay? And the number 1 of those 4 ingredients is the okra, then the beet, then the wanabana, and then the aloe, okay, in that order. And as I said before, one of the reasons why I'm not standing here reading to you what the nutritional value and the medicinal properties of these particular items are is because I want to encourage you to do your own research. On the serious side, a part of what I want to do with these sessions is not only get us fed, right, physically, but spiritually. We have to be careful of the things that we take into our bodies, mentally, physically, and spiritually, and always be aware, right? So I kind of lost my train of thought, but it's okay. It happens. I'll come back. So anyway, I was saying I want to keep the base juice separate because I'm going to use it in different ways. But getting back to where I lost my train of thought, there are so many different uses for the things that we use. So we use them for juice, then we use the pulp to create facials and hair conditioner and things of that nature. I got it. I'm back full force. So I was saying about you doing the research and of the medicinal and the nutritional value of these vegetables and fruits that we're going to be using, because moving forward is going to be very, very, very important and imperative that we pay attention to what it is that we are taking into our bodies. And so it needs to become a routine. You can't just make a juice once or twice and then expect miracles, expect your life to change. It can't be once or twice. It needs to be a way of life. Okay? Let's let that be our saying or a mantra. It can't be once or twice. It needs to be a way of life. So start deciding, because like I'm sharing these recipes with you. These recipes work for me. And pretty much generally, because the information that I have regarding the nutritional and medicinal value of these things is across the board. It's for humans. It's not just for Cheryl Lamb. So you probably will benefit by it, but it's a possibility that there's something here that you might not need, like that may trigger something with your medication or whatever. I'm just saying, do the research. So as opposed to me, you know, and then you have time, and look at me. Who am I to assume that just because we on lockdown, you got time? Because I tell you, baby, I'm on my feet from the time I get up in the morning, like usually 6 a.m. until 11 p.m. on my feet in this one house. There's always something to do, always. So I'm not going to assume that because we're on lockdown, you just got loads of time on your hand. But I think that it has provided an opportunity for us to look at our time management, and maybe you can figure out how you can work really putting some time into your own health and nutrition on a regular basis. It should be one day. If you're going to do juicing, and if you're going to start wanting to eat to live, eat to live as opposed to living to eat, then you're going to have to put some time in it. I think about how many people that got caught out there in this thing that don't even know how to cook. There are people that eat out morning, noon, and night, and what they're doing is they're subjecting themselves to whatever it is that they come across. You know what I'm saying? So I think that one of the benefits of us being on lockdown in this coronavirus, or being confined, whatever it is, anyway, being in the house, has had some really beneficial components to it, if you will, if you look at it, and if you're looking at it on the positive side, and seeing the opportunities that it has presented, or that has come with it, then we begin to take advantage of these things. And everybody can't wait till things get back the same. Things should not get back to the same, because if you have made some differences that is going to be beneficial to your health and well-being, mentally, physically, and spiritually, then why would you want to go back to where you were? You want to keep growing, keep getting more healthy, and it's going to be imperative, it's going to be important that we maintain our own health. We are our own first line of defense, and that the main thing is, first, take care of ourselves, maintain our health from the inside and out. Okay? All right, y'all know I can talk. I can talk. So let's get to making this juice. But again, this is a part of what I want to do, for me to be able to share, for me to be able to advise, minister, for me to be able to learn something. Because if you're seeing this and you have something that you could teach me, I'm a lifetime learner. Okay? I don't know everything. I know a heck of a lot. Okay? I do. About a whole lot of things, but there's a whole lot of things that I don't know, so I'm always willing to learn. All right, so again, I'm looking forward to sharing with you. I'm looking forward to having this process grow, and not just you watching my process change and grow, but for you to change and grow right along with me. All right, this is the beginning of something beautiful, and I'm so excited. I'm pumped. I'm being obedient in the spirit. Some of you may not know what that means, but some of you do. This has been a long time coming, and I'm finally pushing myself to just start somewhere, and let God do the rest. Let's make some juice. All right. Okay, so we got our beets here. Again, like I said, everything is already pre-washed, clean, blanched, and shocked. Blanching and shocking is the whole boiling the water and then sitting the vegetables and the fruits in the water for 20 to 30 seconds, and then immediately rinsing them under cold water. And it does a beautiful thing. When you do it, you'll see that all of the pigment of the vegetable jumps to the surface of the vegetable. You get to see the true color, and I believe that all of the nutrients jump to the skin right with it, or well, a lot of it. So the beauty about juicing is that you get everything, all of the minerals, nutrients, vitamins, everything from the skin as well as from the flesh of the fruit or the vegetable. So, where's my good knife? I'm a chef. We misplace our knives. Knives are important. If you ever go work in the culinary field professionally, something that you do not do is mess with another chef's knives. It's taboo. Okay? You don't mess with another chef's knives. And I just happen to be fortunate enough to have some really, really good knives. I've collected them over the years. I know Charlie, what was her name in The Long Kiss Goodnight with, was it Julia Roberts? No, it wasn't Julia Roberts. I forget her name, with Samuel Jackson, and she was a spy, turned chef, turned mom, but that sister knew some tricks with some knives. I tell you, both, you wouldn't want to get on, Charlie, Sandy, I got mixing up Charlie with Carmen Sandiego. Anyway, yeah, Long Kiss Goodnight was the movie, Samuel Jackson. Okay, so let's get these off the cutting board. I'm going to bring these over and show you them so you can see how rich and beautiful they are. They look like the inside of a heart, liver, kidneys. And it's like I said before, God with his magnificent self, he designed the vegetables in a way that they speak to us. You see, this is the inside of that beet, and it looks just like the body organs that this beet will help. If you can see, it has like what looks like veins and arteries and stuff, like the heart. You see, and then it looks like an organ, it looks like blood and everything. And it'll tell you, this tells you, this is God's way of telling you what this beet will help. It'll help your blood, it'll help your kidneys, your liver, and your blood cells. Yes. Well, I guess blood cells is your blood, yeah, but on a cellular level, we have some things that help to clean the blood, like lemons, like ginger, but then we also have things that help to enrich the blood. So if you're a person that has anemia, like anemic, beets is what you want, baby. Okay? And they just serve many different purposes. Again, like I said, you guys do the research. Look, I see those fat rolls. That's all right. Y'all know this is all Corona here. But that's all right. Good health and nutrition is not it. I'm going to increase my physical activity as well. Yeah, Cheryl. Yeah. And get right, because I'm not a roll having sister. Ain't nothing wrong with them, and they not cheap. That right there, that's not cheap. Them rolls cost a little piece of change, baby. Okay, so we got our juicer all together. Can you guys see? All right. We got our okra here. I got a few bowls of okra sitting there in the sink ready. So, let me move this to the side. And I have another container. So, we might want to plug the juicer in. Usually works better that way. And now I realize why. Darn it. Now I realize why I had it on the other side of the blender, because the cord is shorter for this particular outlet that I'm trying to use. Beautiful. There we are. So first, I'm going to start. Okay, I have 5 okra in my hand. And that's about what's going to fit in here to start, right? We're going to put it in. You're going to see that at first hardly nothing is good. Well, you might not see, and listen, I can't be bringing that camera all the way over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to work quickly. So that was 5 okra. We're going to do 5 more. And at this point, guys, there's not a drop of juice coming out of the juicer. It's all sitting there waiting patiently for the beets to come in and help push that juice on out. Okay, nothing's coming out. Here we go. Add the beets. Ah, yeah. Yes, baby. Yes. I really wish you could see the consistency. Not to be disgusting or anything, but because the okra is coming out in slime, once the beet gets in it, it kind of looks like, like, I don't even want to say, but because I know what it is, it doesn't really concern me. Yes. Get that beet. Oh my goodness, I have to bring the camera over. I will have to reset the shop up, but you have to see this now. I'm gonna hold this here, and again, like I said, let me see, I have to, you see it coming out, guys? See how thick it is? You see it coming out? And then, let me put some more beets in, and you maybe can see it push out some more. You see that? Great. So you got a chance. And then when I get ready to pour it into the pitcher, I'm going to pour it so that you can get a good look and see the consistency of it. I'm excited. I love it. It's really delicious. Okay, how are we? Better. Okay, it's a little twisted, but alright. So with that little handful that I've done, I'm actually gonna put it in that pitcher because I'm gonna use this when I pour it into the bottles that I have. So you see how rich, let's get some light on that, how rich and beautiful that looks. It really looks like some real healthy blood. So now, look, watch the consistency. Okay, so the beet and okra juice, so you get it. So first you do some okra, then you do some beet. First you do some okra, then you do some beet. It looks nasty. I guarantee you, try it. Once you do this, once you see everything that I add, baby, the taste at the end is delicious. There's no slime. There's no, the flavor and everything. You have to try it. All right, so let's just keep going here. Remember, 5 to 6 okra. Whatever your juicer will allow. Mine takes 5 or 6. Open the spout. Another 5 or 6 okra. So, while I'm doing this, let me just let you know, one of the reasons why I want to really start doing the okra separate, because once you do the research, you'll find that okra is an excellent thing to use for a facial. And so, the reason that I won't use it with the beet is because I'm afraid, beet is heavily pigmented fruit. They use beet to dye stuff and to create dye. So I don't want to turn red or purple. Okay? But, woo, beautiful, baby. Alright, so what I see here is that I probably need to, I'm just going to use this pot for the pulp. I'm going to make tea anyway. But what I see is when it gets full, I'll show you, then the juice starts running over the sides, and I don't want to lose my good stuff. This is what the inside of the top with all of the pulp from the beets. So I'm just basically going to pull that out into the pot. So what I do with this is that once I'm done with everything, I make a beet and okra tea. And I just boil the water, and then I put the pulp in it and let it steep, maybe for an hour. You can actually cook it if you like. I mean, you're going to get the benefits of the okra either way. But you can simmer it for a while and just let it do. And if you've ever had Jamaican sorrel, that's what it tastes like. It doesn't taste like okra and beet. It has a very refreshing taste to it, but satisfying. Again, like I said, I can sit here and tell you 9 ways to Sunday what it is. This is in the pulp container, most of the okra. Now, it got those okra to a smithereen. You see that? I should put this little bit in a bowl on the side. That's exactly what I'm going to do, because this is just pure okra. I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to play with that little bit right there and see what kind of facial, because I'll pulverize it. I'll put it in my little mini chop and get it real chopped up. Maybe add just a little cornstarch so that it will stick to my face. Probably going to stick anyway. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to get this piece out here. There. Now, I'm going to bring the camera over here again. Let me get a paper towel so I'm not touching the phone with my hands. And maybe you can just get a look-see. Let me see, inside of there. And if you see all that beautiful okra juice just sitting in there, and I don't know if you can see all the way inside there. But anyway, it's just sitting in there, waiting to come out. So because it's just sitting there, it's running out of the sides. So we're losing valuable. I read an article called "Okra Juice is Gold." I believe them. So what I'm doing is just gonna I wanted to take this off to get it out, but what I'm gonna do is just push it through, get all of this pulp out so that it has room for the other beets that I'm about to use. Now when I do this with carrots and apples, what I did yesterday was, for my family, I put that carrot and applesauce in their oatmeal. Can you see that? No matter what it looks like, I tell you what, it's life-sustaining. Life-sustaining, baby. So I hope for your sake that you can get past any hang-ups about how it looks. And yeah, any hang-ups about how it oops, might want to put the blade back in. It's pretty clear. You know, get past any hang-ups about how it looks and get to the end product, which again, like I said, is delicious. And then, you know, it'll speak for itself. You know, the benefits of the way that you feel after taking it and getting it in your system for a while. I think I won't need to sell you on. Now, what I might add to this, just to the juice, I think I'm going to do today, oh, I know what we got going on. There we go. Is add pear. I have those beautiful pears over there. Pear is another superfood. And, I think I wouldn't mind having pear in here as a part of the base. My okra's clogging, I think. Open, close, open. Yeah, we got juice sitting. No one told me that I didn't put the container back to catch the pulp. This is what we have on the counter. Ciao. You're supposed to be helping. I can hear you. Okay. No, it's sitting behind me on the counter. All right. I can't take a mess, guys. Please give me a minute. Bear with me to get this cleaned up. I can't. OCD, whatever you want to call it. Call it whatever it is. I can't work with a mess, okay? Give me a minute. And just because now the counters were clean, I keep bleach spray on hand, but just because I don't want to risk contaminating my pulp, this that is that had direct contact with the counter, I'm just going to trash it.